Board of Commissioners, February 2nd, 2021. We're meeting via the Zoom platform. Eric, you want to say the Pledge of Allegiance?
Sure. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Public comment. Don't see anybody wants public comment. Has everybody had a chance to review the minutes?
Yes,
Have.
I think I motion to approve.
I'd make a motion to approve. So move.
Moved by Commissioner Flynn, seconded by Commissioner Knoll. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. New business before the board. Corey Scott.
Afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
What I have should be pretty simple. Just want to keep everybody in the loop. We have appointed a new medical director as of the 1st of February. It will be Dr. Leck, who is the chief of staff of Amberwell Health and also the ED director. Dr. Rovenstein has moved on to another opportunity. I do want to take time to publicly thank him for the last 4 years, especially the first few months when he was instrumental in getting this off the ground. So he's been great. So the reason for the change is just change. So I'm very appreciative to Dr. Leck and him volunteering to take this. So about all I have.
Appreciate you stepping up.
Yes, very good. I have a question while you're here, if you don't mind.
Not a problem.
We haven't been utilizing the ambulance committee, and is that something that should or could be utilized more, or does it need to be reimagined or changed or anything?
Been asked my opinion on this a number of times. I hate to sound like I'm riding the fence, but I can work with or without it. I think the original intent was to guide the transition. It's definitely fulfilled that intent. But if the members of that board want to continue that on and be involved in our process, I'm very open to that. The meetings tend to be pretty rote, they're the same thing over and over again. So I don't know if it's worth everybody's time or not. Ultimately, it'd be up to this commission.
Okay, well, I know it's came up in city commission and ours, and that's the reason I said reimagined, maybe not in the same form, or if there needs to be changed to make it more relevant to what you're doing now, that would be fine too. So it's just something that's been brought up, and I wanted to ask your opinion.
Yeah, I guess that's my opinion. I can work with it and work without it. It's easy enough. So very open to it either way.
I don't think if we're not going to do it, Corey, I think we should consider disbanding because there's some confusion. And I hate meetings for meeting's sake. So if it's not necessary, I would just move on. In my humble opinion.
I have a question for you, Corey. Can you just briefly kind of give me an overview of like your relationship with the medical director? I know you run the EMS out there, but just give a brief overview of kind of their position within the county and what they provide for you.
Absolutely. The background in it is we cannot operate without the authority of a physician. State statute says we have to have a medical director that authorizes all of our protocols. So we are in a way his proxy in the field, or we're that individual's hands, and everything we do is based on that. So we must have a medical director to operate an ambulance service to be compliant with state law. For our purposes, as it gets more specific, the medical director is also heavily involved in protocol development, which obviously our protocols are already developed, but we have to stay on top of emerging trends and evidence-based medicine. So anytime there's a change in medicine or there's a change in how things do, because medicine evolves constantly and we find new ways of doing things. And sometimes we discover we weren't doing things the best way, not through nothing but good faith, but studies and emerging trends. change our view of how we do things. So this individual has to be heavily involved in that protocol development. They're also heavily involved in our quality assurance process, which is also state mandated, but our quality assurance process is more rigorous than the state mandates. And they are heavily involved in that process, which is a review of random charts and also certain charts that meet certain medical qualifications. So there's an interaction between myself in that position, and there's also a more important interaction between the staff in that position. So when there's a question about care, we can identify weaknesses and we can mitigate them rapidly, and we can also identify strengths. So they're heavily involved in that process. The other things they do for the county is when we took the ambulance service public, we also consolidated most of the medical response in the county under one protocol. In the past, the ambulance service had a set of protocols, the rescue squad had a set of protocols, the city fire department had a set of protocols. So when we consolidated all of that, that made the medical director over everybody. So the continuum of care is very consistent. So the fire department's providing the same care, the rescue squad's providing the same care, we're providing the same care. And probably more importantly, we all get in the same room, outside of COVID now, but we all get in the same room and we review that care together and make recommendations as a group as opposed to unilateral actions. So that's really what the medical director does for us. He's also our liaison to the hospital and keeps an open line of communication there, which the hospital is obviously our biggest partner in how we provide care to the constituency.
Perfect. Thank you for that.
Not a problem.
Anything else for Corey? Okay, we'll move on to Deb Thompson.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
I have a purchase order for Deb Thompson at the appraiser's office. It's for Hope Tech Systems. It's for printing and mailing our most recent property appraisals. It's for $5,645. Do I have a motion to approve the purchase order?
I'll make that motion.
I moved by Commissioner Knoll. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Commissioner Quinn. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I should be ready to vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. Okay, we have a KDS authorization for Senior Village, which is basically to approve the director to sign documents such as Medicare, cost reports, Medicare, IRS 990 reports, IRS 990 forms, and I don't know if they file on 990 there, probably don't. Kansas nonprofit corporation reports and KDHE reports. This is done annually. I make a motion to have the chairman sign this authorization.
So moved.
So moved by Commissioner Quinn, seconded by Commissioner. Any further discussion? Keely, you want to add anything to the discussion?
Hi, guys. Sorry, I couldn't hear what you just said.
Well, we just made a motion and a second to approve the signature authorization. I didn't know if you wanted to add anything to the discussion.
No, not for that. No.
Okay. Okay, so all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. Keely, I'll call on you. Do you have some things you want to discuss today? Keely, did you want to discuss anything today?
Oh, sorry. I think it keeps cutting out on my end.
Oh, I hate to hear that. Okay, there you
Hey,
are.
sorry. I just wasn't here earlier. I got a call and I had to go take care of some things. Really, it was just an update that we are all good up here. I sent the email out to you guys just to look over what we talked about last week. That's really it up here.
And I think we should discuss some of those if we can next
Okay.
Tuesday.
Okay.
And keep it going, Keely.
We're trying up here.
Appreciate you. Okay.
Thank you.
unfinished business before the board. Um, Mount Pleasant Township Clerk vacancy. I guess we only have one candidate at this point. Michelle, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. I did email to the commissioners and Patrick the withdrawal from the one candidate. And I did want to let you guys know, I have been in contact with the other candidate. Amy has, she called me earlier. She was trying to get the video to me via email and it was too large to come through the email. So she tried to send me one verse or through my Facebook Messenger. I only got a 6-second video, but there was no volume. But she is very interested in taking the position. She's been really busy at work, but she's very interested in learning everything as far as the township. She's been in the township for quite a long time. She's lived there for quite a long time. So, but yes, she's going to be the only one that you have as of right now for the interested party.
Okay, so the chair would entertain a nomination for the Mount Pleasant Township Clerk vacancy.
I'd like to nominate Amy Hawk.
Amy Hawk, any further nominations? Is there a second to Amy Hawk?
I'll second that.
Seconded by, moved by Casey Quinn, seconded by Eric Knoll. Any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Passes 3-0. Pat Henderson, do you have anything? County Councilor update.
No, I don't have anything to add.
Okay. Sales tax, moving right along. I'm sorry. The tax sale.
Well, there is a hearing now set in February on a motion for judgment on the pleadings, and so essentially the trial. And it's been approved by all council. We sent out mailings then to the 70-some people that have not filed an answer but who have been served, and whose property remains in the tax sale. So I don't recall when that date was, but it's in February, and we'll know at that point when the sale will be, or we'll at least know whether or not there's contested matters that would require a further hearing or more discovery or something prior to a trial. So.
Okay. Anything else? Okay.
No.
Do we have any need for an executive session tonight?
I think we did them all last week.
We did plenty last week, right? Yeah. We extended our allotment for the year. Okay.
Kaylee had something to say.
Sure, Kaylee.
Chairman, there is an executive session under 11.1 on the agenda.
There is. I see it there. So who is asking for the executive session? Who's asking for the executive session?
Haley had requested an executive session for non-elected personnel in regards to Senior Village.
Okay. So we need to, someone have a motion in front of them?
How long do we need it?
Let me-
Haley, can you?
Hey, sorry. It was just to go over the things in the email, but if you guys want to discuss it on Tuesday, that's fine.
Well, if it's non-elected personnel, we should discuss it in executive session.
Okay.
Haley, how long do you think estimated it's going to take?
No more than 30 minutes tops.
30, I'll make it to 30 then. So, okay. I'll move that the Board of County Commissioners recess into executive session at 1:15 PM to discuss personnel matters of non-elected personnel as allowed by K.S.A. 75-4319B1. The executive session will be conducted in a breakout room using the Zoom platform. The purpose of the closed session is to protect the privacy rights of the employee. The board will come out of executive session at 1:45 PM, either on the Zoom platform or in the commission room, first floor courthouse in open session. Those present will be the three commissioners, Pat Henderson, County Counselor, and Haley Tinch, Director of Senior Village.
Do I have a second? Seconded by Commissioner Quinn. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I assume you're ready to vote. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. Break, we'll come up here in a second, break out one. We're back in the open session. Any public comment? Any public comment, present yourself. Okay, moving right along, the chair would entertain a motion to adjourn at 1:46 PM.
Also move.
Moved by Commissioner Knoll, seconded by Commissioner Quinn. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. See you next week.